is called Unspeakable Happiness. What a great title as well.
And the name as well, Rich, Sultan Stevenson. Like, yeah.
You see what I mean? Quality.
Very nice. We love sibilance.
Word nerds. And before that, we had Jazzanova with a tune called Another New Day. That is taken from their live series. I think it's called Little Big Beat Studios. And then top in that trio, we had the one and only Nadav Schneerson with his album with the album of the same name called Shiva. Yes, indeedy. All right.
Very
so
nice.
we come to the point in the show where, we didn't even trail it because sometimes we like to drop a surprise on you, dear listener. We have not one but two guests in the studio. Can we have a massive round of applause in the studio, please, for the one and only Raggo Zulu Rebel and
surprise!
Yeah.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Indeedy.
Thanks
So
for having us.
this is the I Am Corner. This is basically where we take some time out of the show just to put some shine on, to celebrate some artists who are within our spheres. Maybe they make music that we've been following for a long time. Maybe they were part of the Imagine Millions Jam Nights when we were running those at the book club in Shoreditch. Maybe they're just a person who we really, really want to give some support to. So what we're going to do now is we're going to chat to our two wonderful guests. We're going to play some tunes, and then we will also have Jahnw Raggo, our resident poet, speaking to the times.
Jeez.
Yes, it is stacked. It is stacked today. Don't say we don't drop these millions for you. We've got to spread the wealth. This is what we try and do here. But I think all of us would love to hear a bit more from you guys. And firstly, I'd love to hear your story. What is the deal? How did we end up here today? How did we end up even in the same space? You two, how did you meet? Why are we here?
It was the alignment of the planets.
Love that.
I mean, it all came together. It was like the big
Divine
bang.
timing. Yeah, there you go.
Come on.
There you go. We've known each other, for 15, maybe a bit longer years now.
Damn.
Nice.
We're
Before
on
I
the
had grey hairs.
we're the grassroots scene in hip hop and spoken word and all of that, and that's where we connected. And ever since then, we've kind of just been doing things, a tune here, a tune there. And then about 3 years ago, I was like, bro, it's time for the album.
You have to crystallize it.
Yeah, we got to really get on it. And so we started working on it. So that's why we're here today. We got Zulu Clouds Vol1 that we dropped late last year. And then we got the second volume later this year. We were debating, do we do one big album? Do we do kind of too many albums? And that's what we went with in the end.
Yeah.
Indeedy. Raggo, tell us a bit about how you got your start as an MC. And I mean, I say as an MC, I know there's 101 things that you also do. I know that you're incredibly grassroots. I remember when I was starting out as a poet, as an MC, I do believe I saw you perform maybe 2016, something like that. I really want to hear basically what the messages that you bring, not only in your tunes, but also how you do your music and how you do a lot of your other work as well.
Good, thanks, man. Like, when you go on some shows and they ask you the same 4 questions, you know what I mean? So it's nice when people have something to think about, something to talk about and discuss.
Hundy P.
I'm a cultural MC and I'm a community artist. So that kind of underpins everything that I do, culture and community. It's about the people, it's about where I come from, it's about representing what I'm on. And in me being so comfortable in my own skin, it gives other people license to do the same. So it's just about creating spaces where people are comfortable in their own skin to express whatever the message is that they came to bring. It's like Happy Feet. Everyone's got a song in there. Everyone's got a message. Everyone's got something of some value on some level. It might not be a song, it might not be a dance, it might not be something, but we've all got something to bring. And the more comfortable that we feel, the more relaxed, the less tense. Obviously, sometimes we have to go through pressure to make diamond. But when we get in these spaces, it's about letting it out. Do you know what I mean? So I've just been trying to create those spaces in some shape or form for the last 25 maybe a little bit longer years, and here we are. Do you know what I mean? Collaborating, networking, moving, building, shaking with like minds and kindred spirits and warm hearts is how you get to be in these spaces, because that one knows this one and this one knows that one and this is going on over here and and over the years we just build like momentum, like a snowball.
Nice. Sorry, I'm still reeling from the Happy Feet reference.
I love it. Look, poetry clicks in the studio for that one, because Happy Feet, that made me cry. Who said that? No, but for real, I've noticed, like, when you were talking earlier, obviously we were joking, but you were talking about an alignment of the planets. And then the title of the volumes is Zulu Clouds. I'm picking up a bit of spirituality. Is that like one of the themes that really comes through in these volumes, or?
Yeah, definitely. I would say so. That's kind of one of the bases of our relationship and friendship. So.
Absolutely, yeah. I think everything we do comes from that space, actually. That's from where we live life, you know, because that's how the soul grows, in my understanding. And so everything we do, that's the basis. And from there you build, that's the foundation, you know.
True, it's true. It's really important. What you were saying before about being like a community artist and being based from a place and having a sense of place to not only who you are as a person, but I think who you are as an artist is something that I think a lot of artists often underplay, just how important it is to be located in a space and of a people and of a place. Because like you say, community is so often that extra bit of, you know, it's like an underrated superpower. It's the whole thing about love being like an endless resource. It's not something that can be like depleted. You pour into it and you get more back. So yeah, I want to say like, yeah, for you as a community artist, Raggo, like what does that do for like your heart inside and outside of the tunes, you know? Like what's kept you going as a community artist across the years? Because a lot of people, one tune and done, one album and done, 1 year and done, it's a hobby, it's a thing. But with you, I see how it sustains you. So I want to ask, how has it sustained you? What's that been like?
Real quickly, just to reverse back to what you was talking about, some people and their connection with the community. Oftentimes people come from the community, but they only want to think about it when it becomes, I don't know, the label or the management or whatever, saying, yeah, we need this to get a bit more authentic. So they go back to, I don't know, Peckham High Street, Forest Gate High Street, Brixton High Street or whatever, and like, guys, and then they get what they need and bugger off. Do you know what I mean? And that's a bit... It's to each his own, but I just didn't like that at the time as a young person. Do you know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure my thing was grounded, and sometimes even foolishly so. Some opportunities have come and I've overlooked them to be so loyal to the cause and maybe a bit with a juvenile mind. Do you know what I mean? But it is what it is. I sleep good at night. Do you know what I mean? I feel genuine in the things that I do. I feel genuine in the relationships and things that spurn and grow from it. And it sustains me. It's what I do in my 9 to 5. It's what I do in my spare time. Do you know what I mean? So these aren't skills I gained in university. They're skills I gained here on the ground with I. You know what I mean?
And I think in that context, you know, we both do youth work. We both do community work. And in that way, representing something that I always talk to youth. It's like, have something creative you do. It may become a career, it may not. But what it does for you as a human being, and the way it keeps you balanced and keeps you, you know, all the world is trying to do is pull from you.
Facts.
It's trying to draw everything away from you.
Attention economy, all this stuff.
So that creative thing, whatever it is, even if it's just a hobby, that's what feeds you again, you know, that fills you up again. And so I think in that context it's very important to always represent that, even if you don't necessarily make the big bucks or whatever. No, this is what we do. You know
and even within that, like in 2021 I retired and I had to, a lot of people laugh at me when I say this. They laugh because this is what I do on a day-to-day. So even when I'm not doing it, it just happens instinctively. But my context and my relationship to it, before I had, and as much as in the context of Raggo Zulu, I was still trying to capitalize. I was still trying to show certain things and achieve. I'm not trying to do anything at all with this. I'm just doing what it does now. And it is more in the hobby space. It may look, because other people don't necessarily pursue their hobbies in such an aggressive passion, it might look extreme. That's just who I am as a person. But I have more fun with it. It's more free. It's Bruce Lee. It's like the water. Do you know what I mean? It can be ice some days. It can be vapor. But it's as opposed to kind of trying to, you know, when you pick the flower and then it dies. What's it, Beauty and the Beast? You're sitting there watching it. No, the last flower, no. No, I come every day when I feel like it and I water it and it grows and other people can sustain and eat from it.
See, it's deep, you know. So we've had Happy Feet, we've had Beauty and the Beast. Like, what other wonderful kids movie references are we going to get?
I love it. It's literally bringing us back to, and I actually wanted to pick up on what you said earlier there because I want to build you up in that you were saying it might have been juvenile for you to stay grounded and stay in your community. I don't think that's true. I think staying grounded is what gives you intention and direction. And so for you being able to do that is definitely a positive rather than anything. We could stay juvenile in our references because, of course, we got to big up the good shows. But I will commend you in that because I do think it is important to stay grounded in your community. That's how you keep in the direction and the path that you're going, and the intentions are straight.
One thing that's ironic really quickly on that is when I was a kid, I started this when I was 1996, and it was the Fugees and it was The man that they know is Diddy now, yeah? He weren't Diddy yet. I don't know if he was diddling, but he weren't Diddy yet. And
Child.
that was kind of the polars of my thing, yeah?
Shiny suit rap and then underground hip hop at that time.
All right, do you know what I mean? The commercial versus the scene versus the industry, yeah? If my dream had come true then, I could be telling you some bad boy stories or now or whatever. At the time, it feels like, oh, no, but that was the whatever. But then you realize when it all comes out from darkness to light, whew, that was a close call. So,
Yeah.
Hey, well, fact. Okay, before we hear a tune from you, we've been talking a lot about representing your ends. Repping your ends. What ends are you repping? I know that you're East London, but like, you know.
Don't
you
spoiler
let the cat at
alert.
the back. I'm the whole of London. I'm the whole of London because
Cool.
I've grown up in East London, but my family is South. I've lived here, there, and everywhere. So it's like Scott Garcia. It's a
Man
London
of the
team.
people.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just because I met you in East, and so I was putting myself in that. Do you know what I mean?
You're right though. You're right. I went to school in East, so you know.
Indeedy, glorious. Right, Raggo, Zulu Rebel, and we are going to drop a tune because I mean, look, it's wonderful to have guests in the studio, and we always invite our guests to perform. So, man, like do you want to tell us a tiny bit about the tune and then introduce the thing?
Bless. Yeah, it's called Key Elevation. It also features Motso. So obviously not here today. Basically, with the project, the way it comes about, like Raggo and I know each other as MCs originally, but I've gone more and more into the kind of production side of things. And so with this track, I just had this beat, and I literally called the beat Key Elevation. And a lot of the time when I'm working with other artists, they pick up on the title